Hello everyone, this is Dr. Alok Utpal, working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. In this video lecture, we will be discussing about a power transmitting machine of subject turbomachinery subject code ME603. Power transmitting turbo machine, we have seen that it works on two different principles. One, principle of hydrokinematics, and another one is principle of hydrostatics. So in this video, we will be discussing about the power transmitting machine works on the principle of hydrostatic, and hydraulic press is one such machine. So we will be discussing more about hydraulic press. So let us first see what is hydrostatic. Principle of hydrostatic. Hydrostatic means when there is a force exerted by a fluid when the fluid is in a condition of rest, and that fluid which is in the condition of rest applies some forces on the vessel on which it is stored, and that type of force is called hydrostatic force. The direction of such force is always perpendicular to the surface of the vessel on which the fluid is stored. So when the fluid is at rest, there is no relative motion between the layers of the fluid. So there is no viscous force in such fluid, and viscous force is zero, we can say that. So the fluid particle in such condition, when it is in the condition of rest, are undergone two types of forces. That is, due to the pressure of the fluid normal to the surface, means the force is exerting pressure on the surface of the vessel or the surface of the container on which it is placed, which is always at normal to the surface. And another one is due to its self weight, which is because of gravity. So there are two types of forces acting on the fluid particle, which is due to pressure of the fluid normal to the surface, and another one is due to gravity. So in this principle, there are various machines work, various equipment work on this principle. So in this course, that is a turbo machine, we deal with hydraulic press, hydraulic accumulator, hydraulic intensifier, and hydraulic press. So in this video, we will see hydraulic press. So what is hydraulic press? It is a device. It is a device which is used for lifting heavy weight by the application of a smaller force. So how it works? It works on the principle of Pascal's law. Pascal's law states that the intensity of pressure in a static fluid is transmitted equally in all directions. What does it mean? It means that if a fluid is in a condition of rest, the pressure intensity is uniform in all direction. Okay, so here let us start with construction of hydraulic press. So what hydraulic press consists of? It mainly consists of two cylinders. Out of those two cylinders, one is of larger diameter and another one is of smaller diameter. The cylinder which is of larger diameter, it is known as ram, and the cylinder which is of smaller diameter, we call it as a plunger. Okay, and these two cylinders are placed side by side, and it is connected by a pipe. This complete assembly consists of a liquid which is mainly water, or sometimes maybe oil also, but mainly it is of water. So what is happening here? Here is a ram in which one piston sort of thing is there, on which we can apply wood which need to be lifted, or weight which needs to be lifted, which is denoted by W. In the smaller diameter cylinder, there will be a smaller diameter uh, piston which is known as plunger, on which we will apply force. So let can say that W is the weight of the weight which need to be lifted, and F is the force that need to be applied to increase the weight, to lift the weight. Okay, so there are two type of weight, that is W, and force F. Now we can consider that the diameter of ram is capital D, so the area is capital A, that is area of ram. The plunger diameter is small d, so we can take small a as the area. Now when we apply force F in this plunger, so force we know that it is pressure per unit area. So force F and the area of the plunger is small a. So you can say that the intensity of pressure is force by area, that is F by A. Now what is happening here? This applied force causes a pressure which is given by F by A. Now this pressure force is equally transmitted in complete circuit as per the Pascal law, and it is going and it will act in the upward direction in the ramp in this way. In this arrow is showing the same intensity of pressure which is developed here is also developed here because of Pascal's law, because Pascal's law states that the intensity of pressure in a static fluid is transmitted equally in all directions. So here also the pressure intensity will be same, but again if we will see ramp closely, pressure is again force upon area. So in RAM, what is there? We have kept a weight W and the area of the RAM is capital A. So here the pressure is also given by W by A. So in RAM we have two pressure. One pressure is because of the weight W which is placed over the RAM, and another pressure because of the force which is applied on the plunger. So these two force will be equal when the condition of equilibrium is reached. That is, when the weight is not going up, not going down, it is at a certain position. So the upward pre pressure and the downward pressure will remain same. So what we are doing? We are equating these two pressure and density on the RAM, which is F by A is equal to W by A. And from there, we can see that W is equal to F into capital A by small a. So here what we are seeing that this is the weight which is lifted by the ram by the application of force F. Now in this formula we can see that F will be smaller and W will be greater. Why? Because we have kept the ram area larger and plunger area is smaller. So balance this equation, F should be lesser than W. So with the help of this hydraulic press, what we can do, we can lift a heavy load with the application of small force. Okay. Now from here, with hydraulic press, we come with a new terminology, that is mechanical advantage. Because we have to learn what is mechanical advantage. So first of all, what is mechanical advantage? It is the ratio of lifted weight to the force applied. This is a common formula for mechanical advantage which is applicable to lot of machines which work on similar principle. So here what is the weight lifted, that is given by capital W, and what is the force applied on the printer, that is given by F. So this mechanical advantage is a ratio of W by F. And we are calling it as a mechanical advantage? Because we are applying lesser force and lifting heavier load. So there is a advantage, we are getting advantage mechanically, and its value is always greater than, that is, if uh, if we keep here area 10 meter square and here keep area plunger area 2 meter square, so it will be 5. Capital A by small a ratio will be 5. And what we can see that 1/5 time of force is required to lift the weight. Means if we need to lift 1000 Newton load, we need to apply only 200 Newton force. So in that case, the mechanical advantage will be 5. So in this way, the mechanical advantage will be calculated, and higher the mechanical advantage, better is the device or better is the hydraulic. Thank you very much.